you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Tennessee Titans. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Come on. Hey. 60 vices.
And Richardson will throw to start out here. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. You talk about this Titan defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Richardson to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st, as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. The Colts send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the... So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. They'll begin here with a run with Charbonnet. Through the middle of the field. How about this? He's to the 10. Touchdown, Titans. Zach Charbonnet. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, you got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us to rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. In motion right, Peoples-Jones. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. In motion right, Peoples-Jones. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. You talk about this Titan defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This defense for the Titans, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Kramer. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running left, Taylor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Richardson looking to throw. That's caught. It's Cunningham. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Third and 9 here. Richardson looking to throw this. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Richardson to the air on first down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Second down, here's Richardson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Richardson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that play.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. On the give, here's Charbonnet. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Titans at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's a 2nd and 8. From midfield, here's Tua. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 40. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's got goal. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 28. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
32 stinger. Turbo 3 kick. Turbo 3 kick.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Tua. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Tua. Well, that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. A nice little juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 50 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Richardson going to shift things up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Cunningham. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Pat the street, pat the street. Check.
They run the counter. Kramer. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Richardson completes a quick one out wide. Touchdown, Colts! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, How much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Second down, here's Charbonnet. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Now on 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. In motion is Grant. On 2nd down now, it's Kramer. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Richardson going to move him around. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 75 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. This one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 9. Now Richardson. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. And Richardson back to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. In motion is Grant. On 4th down, here's the option. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Taylor. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these 2 clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
At the 38-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Richardson off the play fake. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. The Titans going to use the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Hey, check that, street.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
On the jump.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Richardson. He finds his man. Complete. It's Cunningham. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This is 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Richardson. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to work Smokey and the Bandit Lil. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And he slings one that's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. It's complete. It's Gore. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Tua to throw again. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Brought down on the play by Amani Hooker.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Here's a 2nd and 5. There's Charbonnet once again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
20 TX. Hey, come on, 2. Come on, 2. Come on, 2. Ice jab. Ice jab. Come on, 2. Ice jab. Ice jab.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Now Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And quickly they get to the line.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Come on, 3. Come on, 3. Kick. Come on, 3. Kick.
Tua now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 4-yard line. 17 yards yards on that play for the Titans.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They run again on first down. Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. On play action, here's Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Owens. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And now a handoff to Charbonnet. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Again, it's Charbonnet, and this time he's in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The give to Taylor. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Richardson going to change the play here. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Play action. Now Richardson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right. Shifts by him. There he goes, right side. Now he's into the clear again. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Richardson looking to throw. This one is caught. It's Moore. 19 yards there on the pickup. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Third down, Kramer. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Richardson to throw off play action. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. In motion is Grant. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. On this one, that may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
21G.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Steps away. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. A little juke. And now off to the races down the right side. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Titans. Nick Chubb, 67 yards. And the Titans have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Check. Ready.
On the handoff, Taylor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Tua on the bootleg here. He'll buy some time right. He finds his man complete. It's Owens. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will be taken down with a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. A quick throw here out to Brown. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
2nd down and 8. He finds his man complete. That's Kennedy.
Completion number 0. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Tua sets up to pass it. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down. Fourth
down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. He finds his man complete. It's Grant. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Off play action, Richardson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Ready, John? Cover 3, kick.
Tua going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Tennessee getting their 1st down on a big play of 18 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
44.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down at 7. Here's Tua. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
21G.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. Boy, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Here's Charbonnet. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
20, TX.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Unlock line. Unlock line.
First and 10, Taylor now. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Richardson now on 2nd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Richardson looking to throw this. Over the middle, complete. That's Kramer. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 10. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 21-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Then he'll take this back down inside the 20. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They go play action with Richardson. They'll roll him out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Richardson going to shift things up. Now Richardson on third down toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Titans. Marquise Brown, 74 yards. And the Titans strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Extra point attempt here still to come. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Richardson's throw here into the hands of Moore. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 126 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. With that last effort, He has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame. Fashioning together a heck of a resume.
On first down, Kramer. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Second down, 8 yards to go. Now Richardson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense. Say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Sunday night has been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here. Now Richardson. Flushed out right. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Though, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Now a give to Taylor. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Richardson to throw it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And his kick here is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. This is 1st and 10. Tua. That one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Throwing Tua. They've got his man complete. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Watson Oscar.
Here's Tua. And that's complete to Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now Tua.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Tua to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts 33. And he's able to clock it with time remaining. And now they'll have a shot at a long field goal that is going to decide this game. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So what a finish here. They maneuver to the outskirts of his range, Charles. He steps up, drills it from long distance.
That was no gimme. I like that expression, outskirts of his range. Look, the kickers that I've met, all they want is a chance. And I think he knew this one was good the second it left his foot.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Tennessee, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they